friends, it's Tari here and welcome back to my channel. So a few weeks ago I posted the sticker on my Instagram story asking people to ask me questions for today's video. So those are the questions that I'm going to be answering today. I just want to say a big thank you to you guys because I was a little nervous posting the sticker because I wasn't sure if I was going to get any responses or if anybody was going to ask questions, but you guys showed out, so thank you guys so much. So our very first question is, who's your favorite Disney princess? So I think I talked about this a little bit in my Get Ready With Me video. So my favorite princess would really have to be Tiana. I just see myself in her so much. I just feel like we are basically the same person, and you know, I love representation. So I'll have to say Tiana is my number one, my favorite Disney princess, and then following would have to be Ariel because I love mermaids. I just love Ariel's aesthetic, and I'm just so excited for the live action coming out literally next month. That's crazy. I remember when they first announced that they were doing a live action. We've come so far. I can't wait to see that movie and see Halle kill it because I know she is about to devour that role. Okay, and then my third favorite princess will have to be Mulan. I don't know why I love Mulan so much. It's probably because I love the movie so much. I remember like just turning it on as a kid. It was like one of my comfort movies. So I feel like since I've watched Mulan so much, I just started to gravitate towards her, and that just made me love her even more. And you know what? She's a fighter, she's a warrior. So those are my three favorite princesses: Tiana, Ariel, and then Mulan. Alrighty, so moving right along to question number two. Question number two is, how long does it take for you to plan a trip? So I'm going to steer this more towards like, how long does it take me to plan a Disney trip? I would say the longest would be like 3 to 6 months, really. Just because I am the type of person that has a busy schedule throughout the entire year. So I literally have to be like, okay, this is the month that we're gonna go, and then from there I'm gonna have to like keep that in mind as I continue to go throughout the year with all the other things that pop up in my life. So I would say like 3 to 6 months, just so I can save up the money, the time as well, because I teach at the studio. So like if like vacation time, well, not even vacation time, but like when is it a good time for me to travel so it's not like clashing with my work schedule. So to answer the question, I would say it takes about 3 to 6 months for me to really plan like a Disney trip, to really get like the reservations, like what we want to do, outfits, the money, all the excursions, activities and stuff. So it takes about 3 to 6 months. Alrighty, so moving on to question number three. Question number three is, do you have a yearly pass to Disney and or do you have a membership with Disney hotels? So I don't have a annual pass. I don't have a magic key. I don't have nothing really. I am just a basic girl. So I am fortunate enough to have friends who are cast members who let me use like their comps or like their main gate. They'll use their main gates to get me in. So I am very fortunate enough to have those friends who help me out because it's been a minute since I've actually had to pay for like a park ticket. So I really do appreciate my cast member friends because they be going through a lot. They be telling me all their stories and I'm like, you guys are like A1s. So I don't have an annual pass. I don't have a magic key. I would love for that to change one day. I would love to get like an annual pass or a magic key, like those discounts and everything. I would love to have it, but they haven't opened it up to non-Florida residents yet. And of course, like Disneyland, same thing. So hopefully that can change. Maybe it'll change real soon. I don't know. So yes, no memberships, no like discounts, none of that. Your girl is just basic and she has really nice friends. Question number 4 is, did you ever see yourself as an influencer, let alone a Disney influencer? So to answer that question, I want to say no, but also kind of yes. So growing up, I was a dancer. I've always been in like the entertainment industry. I knew for my career, I will be doing something in entertainment or something creative. I knew that I wasn't going to be actually doing like a real 9 to 5. That just doesn't fit my vision. It doesn't fit my dreams or my goals or anything like that. So I guess I can say yes, I did see myself as an influencer. I remember like when I started to post on Instagram, when my account was more like a dance account, and I would post all of my dance trips, my competitions, my LA trips, all of that, conventions and stuff. I kind of started learning the influencer stuff. I didn't really take it seriously until after my Disney college program. So after my Disney college program, I really started like posting more, actually caring about like the content that I posted and the quality of it. That's when I started to actually brand like myself and really started to focus on what I wanted to create and what I wanted my page, like my Instagram, because that's what I was really focused on at the time when I first started, what I really wanted my Instagram to say and how I wanted it to look. I wouldn't say that I didn't see myself as a Disney influencer, because I mean, like, if I was going to be an influencer, I feel like the first way to do that is to start with Disney, because I wanted to start with something that I love. So Disney influencer just made sense. So to answer the question, to go back, because I feel like I rambled, yes and no. I always knew that I was going to do something creative, something that I was passionate about, and something that was fun and that I love to do. So I guess influencer is underneath that branch. Question number 5 is, what are your top 5 favorite Disney movies? So this is honestly so hard because I love all Disney movies, truly. Really, I love them all. So I'm going to just name, like, not even ranking them. I'm just going to name 5 that I love and that I will never get tired of. And if I were just to sit down and watch Disney Plus right now, like, one of those movies will be the ones that I put on. So Lilo and Stitch. I love Lilo and Stitch so much. Stitch is my comfort character. I love him. I don't know what it is about Lilo and Stitch. It just makes me feel good. It's one of my feel-good movies, so I absolutely love Lilo and Stitch. That's one of my top 5. The Little Mermaid, of course. I love Ariel. I love mermaids. I love the fantasy. I like fairy tales and stuff, so Little Mermaid, it's just that movie for me. I love the aesthetic and everything about it, and I love Ariel, so Little Mermaid. It's number 2. Number 3, I have Brother Bear. Honestly, Brother Bear, I watched it as a kid, and I just love the message behind it and the culture as well. Everything about that movie is just chef's kiss. And then Frozen 2. So I remember when the first Frozen came out, and I was like, I don't understand what the hype is, like, y'all doing too much. I didn't even watch Frozen until my choir teacher put it on. So you know, it was like after like the premiere, all of that, because it wasn't new at the time. She just put it on. She was like, oh, let's watch Frozen. And when I watched it for the first time, I was like, oh, this is cute. I didn't love Elsa at the time, but when Frozen 2 came out, I fell in love with Elsa. I just love everything about her. The soundtrack, Show Yourself, Into the Unknown, for those songs alone, that's why I love Frozen 2 so much. Like, I don't know, I just love Frozen 2. It's just such a good movie, and I will sing the entire soundtrack when I watch it. And then the last movie that I have on here is Finding Nemo. It's a Pixar movie. I put Finding Nemo on there just because I don't know what it is. I just love everything about Finding Nemo. I quote Finding Nemo all the time. I feel like it has some of the most iconic lines and quotes ever. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Dory, she's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment. Like, I love everything about that, and I will literally like say the lines while watching it. So those are like my top 5. So Lilo and Stitch, Little Mermaid, Brother Bear, Frozen 2, and Finding Nemo. Question number 6 is, if you had to get rid of one Disney movie forever, which would it be? I'm gonna have to go with Snow White. Look, don't kill me, don't kill me. I know it's such a classic, and it's the movie that pretty much started it all, but I've tried to watch that movie from the beginning so many times, and I never can finish it. I just don't like the storyline. I don't know, it's kind of creepy. So Snow White is like it's not one of my favorites, and if it was to come, like, if they were to take it off Disney Plus forever, I would not be mad. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Snow White. I know there's probably other movies, but Snow White for sure is one movie that I would get rid of. Like, I'm never going to sit down and put that movie on. Never. Maybe the live action, they're making one. Question number 7 is, what's your favorite memory of your Disney college program? So honestly, this one is so hard because I loved everything about my Disney college program. So I'm gonna have to go with whenever we went to the parks. Whenever I went to the parks with my friends, or even by myself, because I remember going to the parks one night. Was it my off day? I think it was my off day. I decided to go to Magic Kingdom. I checked in on my friend who was working at at the time. I was like, hey, it's the fireworks show, like, it's because at this time Happily Ever After was going. I was like, so is the fireworks happening? She was like, I don't know. So I went out as soon as I left Emporium. Bam, I stood there and watched the entire show, and it was just, I don't know, I was just kind of speechless, because I'm like, I'm literally working at Disney World and I'm on my off day and I'm spending it watching Happily Ever After in front of the castle. Like, that's crazy. Like, if you would have told me that I would have been doing that, I would have been like, you're crazy. And then after that, I went on The Little Mermaid. Like, it was one of the best nights ever. So anytime that I went to the parks, also the housing events were really fun too. That's when I met all of my friends. Like, we had a group chat. That's when we met pretty much everyone in person that we had like already was starting to talk to on the group chat. So I love the housing events, and then also just really working. I enjoyed my role. Like, food and beverage was not too bad, and I worked at the ice cream parlor, and I mean, I worked at Cold Stone before, so I didn't like, nothing was wrong with my role, and I loved my location. I loved all of my co-workers. It was just a really good time. So honestly, I have so many memories, but I would definitely have to say whenever I went to the parks and housing events, those were like some of my top favorite Disney College Program memories. Question number 8 is, what is your favorite outfit or bound that you've done? I think I narrowed it down to 5. So number 1 would definitely have to be President Loki. I ate that look up. I love Loki. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters, and I remember like sitting down, because this was after Loki had just like came out, and the series on Disney Plus, and I was like, I really want to do like a President Loki bound. Like, I feel like I can really do it. And I had like custom ears for it. I had like the whole vest, and everything about that outfit ate, truly. And it's a crime that I only wore it for a little bit. I might have to bring President Loki back for like a full park day, because I only wore it for like a little bit. The next bound that I'll have to say I loved is my Raven Baxter for Bibbidi Bobbidi Black last year. It was my first year ever doing the Bibbidi Bobbidi Black challenge for Black History Month, and I really wanted to do That's a Raven. Like, I wanted to do Raven because she's such an icon and she has so many iconic looks. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it justice. And I got the fur, I got the boots, I even rhinestoned some pants, and I am not a DIY queen, and I just absolutely love how that look turned out, and I was so happy with how well it performed. Everyone loved that outfit. So the next bound that I have is my Belle bound that I did in the parks last year. I love that look so much. I think that was the first time that I ever bought a Silky. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't it? No, that's not. I lied. That's not the first time. The first time I bought a Silky was for Bridgerton. So the Belle bound was so cute, honestly. I love the accessories that I added to it. So like the little arm, little bands really added that extra like touch. The pearl headband with like the custom ears. I love the bag. The next one I have on here is my Darla bound. I did that one, yeah, on the same trip that I did the Belle bound. That one was so simple but yet effective, and I loved everything about that bound. So my Darla bound is definitely up there. And then the last one, I'm gonna say my Ariel outfit that I just did for Disneyland for Princess Night. I just really love the pastel. I love the glitter. So my Ariel inspired outfit is definitely up there. Okay, so question number 9 is, what are some future goals you have? So honestly, this is kind of, I wouldn't say hard, but I have so many goals, honestly. One of the goals is to attend my very first audition. I really want to attend an audition for like an acting gig. I also would love to attend my first movie premiere. Like, saying that is kind of crazy because I never thought that I would actually have that as a goal. Now, honestly, it doesn't seem like it's that impossible. Like, I feel like that's a reasonable like goal, you know. I also would love to work with Disney Plus. Question number 10, I'm ending it on a very fun note. If you could go to Disneyland or Disney World right now, which would you pick and why? So honestly, this is hard because I've been missing Disneyland a lot lately. Disneyland just has good food, and I really want some good food. And right now in Disneyland, they have Moon Girl. I probably haven't said this on YouTube, but I am obsessed with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. It's a show that's on Disney Channel and it's on Disney Plus. I've watched the entire season and I keep watching it because I absolutely love the show. I love Lunella and Moon Girl is meeting in Disneyland right now. She leaves at the end of the month, and the fact that I'm not going to be there to meet her, because when I went to Disneyland, we went to DCA a little late and she wasn't meeting anymore, so I didn't get a chance to meet her. So I'm like super irritated because every time that I want to meet a character, all of the characters that I want to meet are temporary. I'm annoyed. So like if I can go to a park right now, I would say Disneyland, because there are so many things that I want to do in Disneyland right now. I wouldn't mind going to Disney World for a Violet Saki or to go to Epcot, but I feel like all the things that I want to do are at Disneyland, more specifically Disney's California Adventure. So yeah, I would have to say Disneyland for sure. Alrighty, and that's it for our very first Q&A. We did it. I had so much fun answering these questions. I decided to do 10 questions just because I didn't want it to be super long, and I don't know, I have a lot of questions left, so maybe we'll do like another get ready with me video and I'll answer the rest of those questions. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe and leave me some comments. I love chatting with you guys. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.